The year is 2142. Humanity's first permanent settlement on Mars, Ares Prime, has been operational for a decade. Life is a routine of survival, scientific discovery, and the constant, low hum of life support systems. We thought we knew this planet. We thought the red dust held no more secrets than what our rovers and drills could uncover. We were wrong, so terribly wrong. It all started with Anomaly 7b, a routine ground-penetrating radar scan of the Elysium Planitia, a sector we'd mapped a dozen times before. But this time something was different. A perfect rectangular signature, buried 200 meters beneath the surface. It was too clean, too geometric to be natural. The geologists argued it was a rare crystalline formation. The engineers suspected an equipment malfunction. But Dr. Aris Thorne, head of xenogeology, he knew. He felt it in his bones. This was it. The excavation was a monumental undertaking. For 3 weeks, heavy-duty borers and automated diggers worked around the clock, carving a massive pit into the Martian terrain. The colony buzzed with a nervous energy we hadn't felt since landing day. Every colonist, from botanists to mechanics, found an excuse to watch the live feed from the dig site. The deeper they went, the stranger things got. The radar signature held its shape perfectly. No fractures, no geological distortion. Just a clean, sharp rectangle of impossible density. Then they hit it. The lid borer whined and bucked, its diamond-tipped drill head screaming against an immovable object. The dust settled and the floodlights revealed it. A door, not a rock formation that looked like a door. An actual manufactured door. It was made of a metal we couldn't identify. A smooth, seamless, dark gray material that absorbed the light, reflecting nothing. It had no handle, no hinges, no seams, no keypad. It was utterly perfect, without a single scratch or sign of erosion, despite being buried for what could have been millennia. Panic, thinly veiled as scientific procedure, gripped Ares Prime. Who built this? When? The implications were staggering. We were not the first. That simple, terrifying truth echoed through the Habs. Dr. Thorne led the initial analysis team. They bombarded the door with every sensor we had. Sonics, thermal imaging, radiation detectors. The results were baffling. The material was colder than the surrounding rock, unnaturally so. It was also completely inert, absorbing all energy signatures without a trace. It was as if it didn't exist according to our physics, yet there it stood, an impossible sentinel in the red dark. For days, the command council debated. Leave it alone? Try to open it? The risk was incalculable, the potential reward. The answer to the greatest question humanity has ever asked, are we alone? We had our answer. We just didn't know what it meant yet. The decision was made by popular vote among the colony's senior staff. We had to know. We didn't come all the way to Mars to be afraid of the dark. The problem was, how do you open a door with no opening mechanism? They tried everything. Lasers dissipated against its surface. Plasma cutters couldn't leave a mark. Explosives? The very idea was shot down as too reckless. Then, Lena Petrova, a junior robotics engineer, noticed something. While reviewing the sensor logs, she saw a faint energy fluctuation whenever a human hand got within a few centimeters of the door's surface. It was a long shot, but it was all we had. Dr. Thorne, as the mission lead, volunteered. Suited up, he descended into the pit, the entire colony holding its breath. He stood before the monolith, a tiny figure in the harsh glare of the floodlights. Slowly, he reached out his gloved hand. The moment his fingertips touched the cold, smooth surface, the universe seemed to pause. A low hum vibrated through the rock, through the solace of our boots back in the command center. A single hairline seam of blue light appeared, tracing the perimeter of the door. Then, with a sound like 1,000 locks disengaging at once, the door didn't swing open. It dissolved, turning into a cloud of shimmering dust that was instantly pulled into the darkness beyond. What lay behind it was not a room, not a tomb, not a spaceship. It was pure, absolute blackness. A void that seemed to drink the light from our powerful lamps. The cold was immediate and savage. Alarms blared as the temperature in the pit plummeted, dropping 100 degrees in seconds. The air itself seemed to freeze and crystallize. Frost crawled across the excavation equipment, across the visor of Thorne's helmet. And then, a voice. It wasn't heard through the succumbs. It was everywhere at once, inside our heads. A whisper that felt ancient, dry, and infinitely patient. It was clear as a bell, yet it felt like it had traveled across eons to reach us. It was a voice of dust and stars and endless waiting. A voice that held a deep, chilling disappointment. It spoke only 5 words. 5 words that shattered our understanding of the cosmos and our place in it. 5 words that turned our greatest discovery into our greatest horror. From the chilling, absolute darkness, the voice whispered, "You took too long." What did it mean? Too long for what? To save them? To join them? Or had we just missed an appointment with God or something else? We don't know. We still don't know. The expedition team at the door is gone. Not dead, just gone. Dr. Thorne, the others. They vanished the moment the voice spoke. The pit is now a permanent zone of impossible cold. No drone or rover can penetrate the darkness. They just stopped transmitting. We sealed the excavation site. We buried the door again, under a mountain of rock and regolith. But we can't bury the truth. We are not alone, and we are late. The colony is quiet now. The confident buzz of exploration has been replaced by a hushed, fearful silence. We keep the lights on, always. We avoid looking out at the red plains for too long. Because sometimes when the wind howls just right, we think we can hear that whisper carried on the thin Martian air, and we wonder, what were we supposed to do? And what is coming for us now that we've finally shown up? We opened the last door on Mars, and all we found was our own belated obituary. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy stories that explore the unknown and the unsettling, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. There are more mysteries in the cosmos to uncover. Until next time, stay curious.